One in the top, you ain't gotta ask that. I be with a cash at, I be with a gang at.
Yo, this is TJ from Northern Comeups, and today we're going to present Nosferatu by Broken Boy, a 5-track EP released February 29th, 2024. Before getting into this one, I was super excited because Broken Boy is one of my favorite artists that I found through working with Northern Comeups. He always comes with interesting production, as well as the lyrical game to back it up. I'm a little disappointed going into this as I thought it would be an entire album. Unfortunately, Broken Boy has only given us 5 tracks with an EP that I really thought had a bunch of hype behind it to be an album. Nonetheless, I'm super excited to dive into every single track that we have here. Broken Boy's albums and EPs have continuously been in my rotation since originally finding him the first time we wrote about him, so going into this, I have extremely high expectations. He's extremely diversified in his musical talents, leaving many opportunities on what's to come in Nosferatu. I hope he sticks to his strong suit of rap trap with his many successes like Bag Boy, Problems, Rydin, Valentina, etc. But his musical journey is for himself to go on and do what he pleases. From the snippets I've heard, I am very excited to dive into this because all of the beats sound very exciting to see him get to work on. It's also very impressive to see he's barely dropped in monthly listeners since the last time we wrote about him, going from 196,000 to now 180,000 without having any viral hits lately like he had earlier in his career. He still has a very dedicated fan base, which is what matters most in the long haul. Hey, did you know Northern Comeups has our own apparel line? If you enjoy our content and want to help support Northern Comeups, grab a hoodie or t-shirt. With quality matching your favorite brands, you'll be nothing but impressed with what you receive. 100% of the proceeds goes towards building Northern Comeups and the community around it. Go to www.ncuapparel.com and get fitted. Limited supply, so don't miss out. Okay, back to the episode. All the songs are scored out of 10 here at Northern Comeups. Ranks from 0 to 3.4 we think are trash. Scores 3.5 to 6.8 are good songs but could be better. And songs 6.9 to 10 are bangers. Alright, now let's waste no time and talk about the album and the top 5 tracks from it. Starting off at number 5, we got DND Interlude, and we ranked that a 7. At number 4, Vampire Fangs, ranked at a 7.5. I think you should hear the top 3 songs to really see why they deserve the position they got. Coming in at number 3, ranking at a solid 7.7, we got Hot Topic. At number 2, ranking at an 8, we got Disturbia.
Say you won't kill me, but bitch, I'm on that like a zombie, so don't miss a headshot. 40 trucks down with an L-15 in the truck, that movement feel like that shot. I'm on the pussy and beat to the front and tell me made a bitch head rock. Should I do it and I'll be up all night, tell that bitch she in love with a monster.
Finally, for our top ranked song on the album, ranking at an impressive 9.4, we chose Prada Monster.
I've been hiding, the world never find me. She think that I'm dying, I think that I'm fine. Mix up the pills with the codeine and face. If I said that I'm sober, she know that I lie. I took 2 months, but I tell her I'm fine. I'm not in love, but I'm hearing her cry. Everyone around is afraid I'ma die. Everyone around is afraid I'ma die.
Okay, now that you know the top 5 songs to check out, let's dig into those 5 songs and really analyze them a little more. The first track I want to talk about is Prada Monster.
762 in the top, but bitch, tell your man that he don't want no problem. I never change, I just make every genre. Don't need to change to tell you I'm a baller.
This statement right here by Broken Boy is exactly why I think he'll become a statement name in the game one way or another. As long as his work ethic coincides with his talent, and it seems like his drug addiction could come into question if he doesn't take care of himself. Many rappers today are falling into the trap of taking all of the drugs they talk about, while all the rappers we grew up listening to just rapped about taking all the drugs and didn't actually take them. There's so many interviews where rappers like Future admit to quitting drugs and then not talking about it because they didn't want their fans to see them differently. I find this a quite disgusting fact in the rap game. We should want the rappers to live long and healthy lives so we can get the most out of the music that we can enjoy. But hey, that's just me.
Mix up the pills with the codeine in place. If I said that I'm sober, she know that I lie. I took 2 months, but I tell her I'm fine. I'm not in love, but I'm hearing her cry. Everyone around is afraid I'ma die. Everyone around is afraid I'ma die.
This chorus is exactly why I brought up the drug problem, because this was a main fact with anyone around Juice WRLD before he tragically passed. All very concerned with the amount of drugs he was taking that could easily lead to an OD. I pray this is all talk, and Broken Boy is taking proper care of himself. Next up, Disturbia. There's absolutely no bars I have to dissect or explain in this track. It's purely all vibes, and I'm here for it. The one thing that I will point out is that part of the chorus where that voice effect, the burr, makes it insanely catchy, like it itches a part of my brain in a good way. This was easily my second favorite track on the album. There's just no extreme bars to break down, but man, was this absolutely an unreal track. Now, that was dope. Let's tap into Hot Topic. Famous from a small town like Broken Boy has, you become almost all anyone can talk about and how they used to know you. I feel like Broken Boy has so many girls in his DMs that he must get messages from boyfriends upset about that fact. It's absolutely hilarious to think about, and I just wanted to point it out here. This is really simple and doesn't need any breaking down, honestly, but I just love this so much because he's just stating the facts that he's made it to the point where he no longer needs to work 9 to 5 and he's fully following his dreams. I love this so much, and I'm continuously hoping for the same day to come myself. Next, we got Vampire Fangs.
Hold me down, baby, I've been sipping, I wouldn't call this living at all. She says I look kind of vampire fangs.
I can relate to Broken Boy on this fact because I've gone through my own personal battles with having drinking binges, not so much as addiction. But I have experienced weeks where I can't go a day without having anything to drink. It leaks into everything else that I'm doing in my life and constantly drains me of my energy that I should be putting forth into things I want to succeed in, such as social media, writing these album reviews, and keeping up with my personal fitness goals. It leads to arguments with me and my girlfriend where I just look and feel so drained all the time, she seems as if I'm undead. I found my way out of these cycles thankfully, but I hope Broken Boy can do the same for himself. I know he would become much more efficient and effective with his writing and musical endeavors. I know all of these lines always sound appealing and fun on top of these trap beats that we're hearing it over, but when you really start to think about it and dissect why these rappers would be feeling this type of way, we think they have money, they're following their dreams, going for what they want out of life. I understand some of the stress of this, where it seems like we can be putting so much effort towards our goals and we're not getting nearly the outcome we're expecting. The amount of dedication and hours put into things such as our dreams will never equal out in a monetary value. You have to really love the journey of following your dream or else you're sure to fail. Last but not least, let's tap into D&D Interlude.
Baby, don't tell me you love me. Don't wanna hear that you want me. 'Cause back in high school you would curve. Popular kids are the worst, yeah.
This is one of the many things that I strive for, having a relationship since high school and not needing any women after a come-up, praying my girl stays faithful. Especially coming from a small town where the options are slim and those relationships from high school seem closer than they actually are. I think it would be funny to then turn down any of the girls who would never look at me back in high school but suddenly are interested after the fact. The artistical a cappella ending really encapsulated his emotions quite well, with his voice sounding intoxicated in some way, really capturing the pain and his addictions he's openly battling at the moment. We can hear this in his lines, "And one day the drugs are gonna kill me, at least they kill all of my feelings." I know pain creates beauty in art and many other ways of life. It has a funny way of working that way, but I truly hope Broken Boy gets the help he needs. Addiction has become far too commonplace in today's rap space, and with rap being mainstream music, it clusters the young minds into following it, which unfortunately does lead to harm in society on a greater scale.
She put my face on the TV. Now her boyfriend tryna beat me. I told that bitch she can't meet me, 'cause I know one day you leave me. And one day the drugs are gonna kill me. At least they kill all of my feelings. And if you leave, I need a reason. Like heroin, you got me feeling. My girl, I wish I could just sip you, 'cause when we talk, feel like I'm dreaming. Yeah.
I think one of Broken Boy's strengths comes in knowing exactly what his fans want. While promoting this EP, he was heavily using Prada Monster, which ended up easily being his most entertaining track of the EP, and the most streamed track, meaning it was also the most commercially successful track. After taking everything we talked about into account, we've ranked this album an impressive 8 out of 10. I'm extremely impressed with Nosferatu as a whole, but even with how amazing and complete this EP was, I'm still disappointed that it didn't end up being an album like it was hyped up to be. I love Broken Boy so much that even if you were to give me a 20-track album, the quantity doesn't mean anything because I know he always comes with quality. There would not be a single disappointment on that album. Regardless of that fact, I'm super excited that we've gotten more music from him, and hopefully this continues strong throughout 2024. With his insane ability to switch genres and flows, he always keeps me on the edge of my seat for what could be coming next. I hope he does a throwback album, kind of topping back into the ways of Bag Boy, Raiden, and Valentina, especially since Bag Boy was just featured in the intro of one of the Nelk Boys videos. I think that would be huge to capitalize on and take that new potential market by storm with all the fans that they have. This could be from him pushing it, but I simply think it's because great music speaks volumes. He knew exactly which track would catch his fans' ears to bring them in to listen to the entire project. This is an extremely important talent, especially with the continually shortening attention spans of us all. Make sure to check out Nosferatu for yourself and form your own opinion. Do you agree with my rankings, or where do you think I went wrong? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening to me and tapping into the video. Make sure to follow Northern Comeups on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all our socials. You can find Broken Boy and much more talent in our official Northern Comeups playlist. All the links to everything and everyone will be in the description below. My name's TJ, and this is Nosferatu by Broken Boy.
You ain't gotta ask that. I be with the cash at. I be with the gang at. Some are getting cash, some are with the gang. Junkies buying dope, only time I seen the hand.